Welcome to the Spotlight Series. I'm your host, Scott Nerney. We're here live at the Coesit Inn. Don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel or share the video that you're seeing. It's very important information, whether it's for yourself, someone you know, a neighbor, a friend, a fellow ally. This is definitely information you want to hear. Welcome, Jessica from Thrive Behavioral Health to the Spotlight.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here today. It's a gorgeous day out today.
It is a gorgeous day. One day past the eclipse as we're taping.
Yep.
Everybody
Exactly.
survived. No one looked at it.
No one looked at it. No.
So tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into Thrive.
All right. I moved here 5 years ago from Boston and started working for Thrive a year and a half ago. And I think that the mission of, making sure that everybody has access to affordable, decent mental health and substance use disorder treatment is really important. So that is why, I am the development director of Thrive Behavioral Health.
So tell us a little bit about the locations that Thrive is in our state.
Okay, so Thrive is the state's designated behavioral health center for Kent County. However, we do have different programs around the state. We have 6 residential homes. We also have a school in Warwick. We are headquartered in Warwick on Post Road, and then we run our Housing First initiative out of Providence.
Okay. And you said you're a developmental director of development?
I am a director of development. I have the fun job, Scott. I get to
tell us.
be out there. I get to ask you all for money. I get to talk about the mission and really do the important work of making sure that the people who donate to us are hearing about the success stories, what is happening, because we have so many success stories. I feel like a lot of times, the news media sometimes capitalizes on the struggles of people and that are challenged with mental health and substance use disorder. But there's so many wins, and that's what's so amazing.
So you talked about the mission. Let's talk a little bit about the services that you offer. I know there's a lot, so
there are.
Take a deep breath and try to go through them.
Yes. Well, being the Community Behavioral Health Center, for Kent County, we offer services, ranging from just adult general outpatient. We do couples counseling. We have a youth and family program. So children as young as 3 years old all the way up to 16 can come. We have different groups, therapy groups for them to be at. We have a healthy transitions program, which focuses on dialectical behavioral therapy, which is an evidence-based practice for severe and persistent mental illness. So people that are young adults that are transitioning, from the younger services into adulthood, how to navigate getting a job or how to navigate housing, those type of things can go into that program. We have a court diversion program. We have, again, the 6 residential homes. We also work with the community-based programs. So a lot of our services are happening in people's homes. They are happening where we're meeting our clients where they need it the most. So we have 2 teams that are out in the community around Kent County. We're also started our first shelter project. We did a winter shelter project at Motel 6 this year, which was really successful. And we're just looking to expand and grow. We offer veteran services, and pretty soon we're going to be one of the certified community behavioral health centers in the state.
Wow.
I know.
You did well.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So I think it's an important point to talk to. It's behavioral health. It's not someone's perfectly fine and then they're in butler services.
Right.
You're working with people who are starting to have some issues or want to work on something. It's not people who, and some of it is people who have really big problems.
Sure.
But you're able to work with people who really just want to put their life a little bit better, a little more stable.
Well, we want to keep people in the community.
Right.
We don't want people to be in Butler. We don't want people to be in Bradley. We want people, or even Eleanor Slater. We want to make people be part of the community as a whole and contribute to the community. So if that means that I have to come to your house every day and make sure that you're taking your medication, making sure that you pay your rent, making sure that you are paying your utilities on time, we're going to do that, and we're going to support you through that. We also have a clubhouse. It's called Hillsgrove Clubhouse, where those people who are part of their recovery is to, you know, assimilate back into that work order day where they come in, they do the same thing every day, they can participate, they learn vocational skills, and we support them getting jobs in the community. And again, putting those wraparound services to keep them there in the communities where they live and work.
And what are the costs for a lot of these services?
So we accept all insurances, you know, Medicaid, Medicare, and then private health insurance. But if you don't have the means, we're not turning you away. We are a community behavioral health center, and thanks to our wonderful donors, we are able to, offset the costs of co-pays for those who can't do it. We have grants. We have great support from the Rhode Island Foundation, United Way of Rhode Island, all of those different structures, even, you know, the state as well as, you know, federal dollars that go into making sure that everybody gets the unique needs met, their unique needs met. It's a person-centric care.
So all the folks that donate to 401 Gives eventually filters down to you helping people in the community?
Yeah, so we ran a very successful 401 Gives. We raised some money that is going to go towards, you know, again, just offsetting those costs. We also have an event coming up. Our event is called Raising the Bar. Right today, or this year, we are focusing on housing equity, how everybody deserves a safe, decent, affordable place to live and call home. We practice our housing first model, which means that we put people into homes and we get rid of all the barriers to entry. So if you are going to use, if you have a substance use disorder or if you have mental health, we don't we don't force you to, get clean or go into any kind of detox. We put you into housing. We make sure that you have a case manager that's, again, helping you. And when you come to that realization yourself, because you have these other needs being met, then we're right there to catch you and say, all right, let's go. Let's put you into this program and this program. And it's so far been very successful.
One of the things that we hear a lot is someone's afraid to ask for help. Yeah. Can you speak to that?
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of shame, a lot of stigma attached to mental health and substance use treatment. That's not me. That's not what I want. That's not what my culture accepts. We're trying to break that down because mental well-being is well-being. That it is. Mental health is tied into your physical health. If you were having a heart attack right now, you'd pick up the phone and you'd call 911. And if you're having a mental health crisis, it's just another system in your body. Pick up the phone and call 988. 988 is a 24-hour hotline that is being used for any type of mental health crisis. And you don't have to be the person in the crisis that's happening. It could be you, it could be a family a member or a friend, neighbor, anybody.
You talked a little bit about the Motel 6. So yes. One of the things that a lot of folks, as you hear, there's the news story, then there's the viewpoint of the people. I don't think they both get heard correctly.
No.
So talk a little bit about some success that came out of the Motel 6 program.
Sure. So this was our first year doing the Motel 6 program. We operated 56 units at the shelter. People who are experiencing homelessness are people too. And they deserve to have the dignity and respect. Having a congregate care setting where there's just multiple beds in one room doesn't provide any sense of security or any sense of foundation. So we opened up the Motel 6, again, with person-centric care at the core, talking to people, creating treatment plans for them to make sure that we got them into housing, and then we're able to provide them the support systems that they needed. One of the amazing success stories that we have is a woman who is going to be speaking at our event on May 7th. She actually had a downward spiral. She had shoulder surgery, was prescribed opioids. When she got addicted to them, she turned to heroin and then turned to even harder drugs. She was living outside in Rhode Island for 5 years, which is chronically homeless. You know, yeah. And we were able, our outreach team went out, no judgment, and said, do you want help? And she said yes. And we got her into Motel 6, and I'm so, so proud every time I talk about her. She's now 6 months sober, and we were able to not only get her into detox, but then with a grant, we were able to pay for 3 months of her sober living so that she could get a job and so she could be on her feet.
Yeah, I think it's important. It's a fantastic story, real life.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to know that, you know, there's programs out there that aren't just trying to put someone away for a while so they're not seen.
Right.
It's programs that are trying to make the best of a situation at every different level. Because if there's, how many beds at Motel 6 you
56
have?
we have.
56 beds, and
Yeah.
there's 56 different issues.
Yes.
Some of them can be grouped together. There's some folks that just lost a home because they lost a job and things went south, and there's other people with mental issues or physical issues, drug issues. So to know that you're working on every level with those folks in every community, and you're working so hard to make sure that the next need for a Motel 6 doesn't happen from the mental aspects.
We would love to work ourselves out of a job.
Yeah.
But that's why we're different. The person-centric care is really what sets Thrive apart from everybody else, because with person-centric care, we are working side by side with our clients to come up with a treatment plan that works for them. You know, let's talk about their goals, what they want to do, and, you know, work to their abilities rather than just tell somebody what we think they need or what we think they feel.
It seems like you're doing a lot of treating the present and preparing the future.
That's exactly right.
Versus most places just treat the present.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Hey, you can use that catchphrase if you want.
Okay.
Go back to the office. So
we're going to hire you.
Yeah. Oh, I have enough jobs. So tell people how they can donate and help you.
Sure. So if you would like to help your friends, family members, neighbors who might be suffering in silence or coming out, saying that they have behavioral health issues, you can go to our website, which is www.thrivebhri.org. And donate through there, or you can join us on May 7th at the Event Factory, so where we are talking about, again, raising the bar and raising funds for housing equity, which is something that everybody needs.
7th,
May 7th,
Event Factory.
the Event Factory.
Get the information at thrivebhri.org.
Yes.
We want people to go.
Yeah. And
if
then
they can't make it, they can still donate to your cause.
they
or
could
help you
They
out. There's a
could.
lot of information on the website about that and all the services that you do offer.
Absolutely.
And I think one of the things, folks, that is most critical is take that first step. Engage with the phone call. Talk to these fantastic folks, even if it's just a quick phone call or a 988, just to talk to someone and look at what the options are. Right? It's not a scarlet letter. It's not a black mark to engage and see what opportunities are out there.
Yeah. We're here to help. We're here
You
to
do
help.
a great job. Thank you so much.
Thanks.